I'll show you how to create this link, and when someone clicks it, they'll automatically be able to pay you online. This means you can collect payment through debit card, credit card, Apple Pay, and more. Plus, it uses a free tool and the transaction fees are relatively low. Let's get started and show you just how easy it can be. So click the first link in the description. This is going to open up Square. Now, Square is what I use to collect payments online. Here, you just add a username, password, and go ahead and get started. Awesome. So this brought you to your Square interface. So here's where you'll be able to track your payments. So here's the home tab, the net sales, and here's the sales that I've collected month over month. Now let's go ahead and create a payment link to send to someone else just to show you how easy it can be. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead to the left side here and click invoices and then click invoice. Awesome. So here's all the different payment links we've already sent out. You can see it organizes this by date, customer, what you charged, and how much you charged it for. But to create an invoice, go ahead and select this button on the upper right that says create invoice. Fantastic. So now we get to choose who are we sending this payment link to, what is it for, and how much are we going to charge them. So let's go ahead and add a new customer here. And let's put a Peter Parker, add Peter Parker's email. And then for Peter Parker's company name, let's put Spider-Man Essentials. Then at the bottom, you have the option to put billing information here, but this is all optional. Now, what did we charge Peter Parker for? So let's go ahead and charge him for a costume creation for his Spider-Man suit. Now, the service date defaults to today. So let's go ahead and put what date we service this. And then at the bottom, we have an option here to add to our client on what they see on the payment link. So let's go ahead and put, hi, Peter. Here is the invoice for your costume design for Spider-Man. Super excited on how this turns out. Good luck. Great. So now if we scroll down, we get to add how much do we want to charge them for the Spider-Man suit. So let's go ahead and add a line for costume design, quantity 1, and let's put it for $500. Now you can see you can add multiple lines here if you did multiple services to your client, but for the sake of this video, let's just keep it at one line. Perfect. So now you can see the grand total, $500 here. Underneath, you have the option to add a payment schedule. So sometimes you want to collect the lump sum all at once, but other times you might want to deposit for your work. So what you can do is go ahead and add a deposit amount right down in here, and then that's a deposit that's paid in partial prior to the whole thing being paid. But that's totally up to you. For now, let's go ahead and just say we want to collect all the $500 at one time. Awesome. So now two important things that are really important to note. One is the option to add attachments, and the second one is enabling tipping so you can get a little bit more revenue. So to add attachments, you'll just scroll down and there's an option here. And then on the right side to enable tipping, you'll see a bunch of options on the right side. One is when do you want to send this invoice? So let's go ahead and set it to immediately. And then when do you want the payment to be due? You can set this to 7 days, 14 days, whatever you like. For this video, let's go ahead and put it at 7 days. Then underneath, right before we put on tipping, it's important to look at your payment method. So here are all the different payment options available. These all have different fees associated with them. So be careful on which ones you choose, but overall on Square, these are all pretty good. Awesome. So now under customer actions, let's go ahead and enable tipping. The other thing you want to enable is save payment methods. In case this is a reoccurring client, next time they pay you, it will be much easier on their side. Then we got to decide how do you want to send this payment link. So if you select here, it defaults to email because we added an email address. But if you add a phone number, you can send it to their phone number, or you can just copy the link and send them a link to pay you online. And then another really cool feature is you have the option to add multiple emails. So you can go ahead and say add additional recipient, and this person will be CC'd on the email that we're going to show you just in a moment here. Lastly, reminders. So reminders is how frequently does a payment link get reminded in their email. So this one's set up to go ahead and send it 7 days before the due date. This one says on the due date. Then 1 day later if it's late. And let's go ahead and cancel out this last one. We don't need to spam their email inbox. And then most importantly, let's go ahead and send that link. So if you scroll to the top and select send, you'll see this is automatically sent, and this is what your client's going to see on their side. So they'll see a subject that says you received a new invoice. At the top, they're going to see your company name. So Joe Zeppelin Marketing Agency sent them a new invoice for $500. And underneath, they get some helpful information on this, but most importantly, they have the option to pay you. So let's go ahead and select pay invoice. Then your customer is going to be brought to the Square website where they're going to be able to see Joe Zeppelin Marketing Agency sent us an invoice for $500. It's due on December 20th. They can see a nice note from us here. And then, of course, they have the option to tip. So let's go ahead and plug in $100. You'll see on the right side that this was updated to a $600 total. Then if you scroll down, you can see they have the option to pay you with credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, or through their bank. And then most of your customers are going to want some type of receipt for their records. So if they go ahead and select download PDF, they'll go ahead and get an official invoice with the QR code at the bottom that they can print and save for their records to show that you billed them. Now, two really important things to note is one, how is this updated on your side for you to actually collect that payment? And two, what are the fees associated with this? This is really important. So one is when this is paid, you'll go ahead and see that the status, it was updated from unpaid to paid. And then you'll see the amount was updated from $500 to $600. Now it's important to mention fees. So before we take a look at these, if you're finding value out of this video so far, go ahead and like this video and consider subscribing. That really enables me to make more videos like this one in the future. And this is what I truly enjoy doing. So much appreciated. Let's look at these fees. So here's all the different fees you'll get depending on the payment method that your customer chose. Now this is what it looks like depending on how much your sale amount is and how much you can expect your take-home pay to be. Now if these fees seem too high, or you're wondering what the best payment processor is for your business, I would go ahead and watch this video where we compare the top 4 different payment processors. And before you leave, I need your help with 3 simple things. 1, like this video if you enjoyed it. 2, consider subscribing to stay up to date on all things AI, business, and tech. And number 3, go check out that comparison video. I know it will help you out, and I'll see you in the next video.